Well, hello everybody and welcome to Chef's Baking Blog. Today I'm going to make Kleftiko, which is a Greek lamb and potato dish. It's very popular, and I've seen several recipes, but I'm basing mine on one which I saw in The Guardian by Felicity Cloak. I'm varying it slightly, but I'm basing it on that, and it's using lamb shoulder. I've read that lamb shoulder was traditionally used, but these days many people use a leg of lamb or meat, or the meat from the leg of lamb. You can use whatever you want basically. And I'll mention at the start that you can vary the vegetables that you put in as well. I'm putting in those which it seems are more common. I won't say traditional, but more common these days, but you can put in whatever you want. It's actually a very simple recipe, but it does take quite a while because we're going to slow cook the meat, and it's going to be wrapped in parchment paper. You can do it in a casserole dish or a Dutch oven if you want to, but again, the traditional way was wrapping it in parchment paper, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'll go on to the ingredients. And for this, I have 2 kilograms, which is £4 and 6 ounces of lamb shoulder. I have 1.25 kilograms, £2, 12 ounces of, I've got small new potatoes, but any waxy potato you can use. If you're using larger potatoes, you can cut them into large wedges. But these small ones, I'm going to leave them whole like that, and I've washed those and they're ready to go with the skins on. I have 250 grams, 9 ounces of red onion, which I've cut into wedges or chunks. You can use any onion or shallots, but I'm using red onion. I have 100 grams, 3.5 ounces of red pepper cut into strips. 150 grams, 5.25 ounces of cherry tomatoes, 6 cloves of garlic, which I have minced, and then 1 whole garlic bulb. I'm going to use a little bit of olive oil. I have 1 lemon, 6 grams, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 gram, 1 teaspoon of dried coriander, 2 grams, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 4 bay leaves. And I also have 200 grams, 7 ounces of feta cheese. That's optional. Some people put it in, some people don't. I'm going to put it in mine. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually coat the lamb in oil, garlic and salt, oregano and cinnamon with some lemon juice, and then I'm going to leave that to marinate for about an hour, but you can leave it for as long as you want, overnight if you want to, as long as you keep it in the fridge. So I'm going to put my oregano, cinnamon and salt into a single bowl, and I'm just going to mix those around, get those combined, and then I'm going to drizzle a tablespoon or so of oil on the lamb. Doesn't need very much, and I'm going to rub that all over the lamb. Just like that. And then I'm going to take my seasoning and sprinkle that over. And I will turn the lamb over and sprinkle it over on the other side as well. And then I'm going to take my garlic and I'm going to rub that on there as well and get that spread about. Just like that. And I'm going to cut my lemon in half. And I'm simply going to squeeze that onto the lamb. Squeeze the other half on as well. And I'm going to retain the lemon because it still has some juice in it. And I'm going to use that later. So then I'm going to cover that and I'm going to leave it for about an hour. And as that hour comes to an end, I'm going to preheat my oven to 160 degrees Celsius. That's 140 Celsius with a fan. 320 Fahrenheit. That will be ready to cook the Kleftiko once we've got everything ready. So my oven is now preheating and my meat has been marinating in the with the spices, herbs and garlic over the top. So what I've got here is a roasting pan. And as I say, you could do this in a Dutch oven, but I've got a roasting pan and I have one strip of parchment paper going over that way with enough parchment paper to fold over the top. And then I have another strip of parchment paper going this way, again with enough left over to fold over the top so that we're going to enclose everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put into the parchment paper my onions and peppers and tomatoes, and then I'm going to put my potatoes in as well. Like that, and just spread them around. I'm going to put my meat on top of those, like that. And around the meat I'm going to just drop my bay leaves and put my 2 halves of lemon, just squeeze a little bit more juice on the top there. And I will just scrape down the pan that had the meat in and get any little bits of garlic and herbs out, like that. And then I've cut my bulb of garlic in half and I'm going to drop that in as well. And one of the cloves broke off, but I'll drop that in as well. And my bay leaves are in. So that's everything in except for the feta. And I've cut the feta into chunks, so I'm going to drop that in as well. And as I said, that is optional, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Just like that. And then I'm going to fold my parchment over like that, and then over like that as well. So that's all enclosed. But I'm also going to take some aluminium foil and I'm going to put that on and seal it around the edge. Like that. And I'm going to put that into the oven at that fairly low temperature, 160 Celsius, 140 Celsius with a fan, 320 Fahrenheit. And I let it cook for 4 to 5 hours until the meat is very, very soft and it's cooked all the way through. Then I'm going to take the foil off and unwrap the parchment, and I'm going to turn the temperature of the oven up to 200 degrees Celsius, 180 Celsius with a fan, 350 Fahrenheit, and I'm going to cook it for a further 20 minutes. That's going to slightly brown the meat. At that stage, I'll take the meat out and leave the vegetables in and cook those for a further 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, I take that out and I will come back and show you what everything looks like. So I cooked the lamb and the potatoes for 5 hours and I uncovered it and tested it and it was all very soft. So I put it back into the oven with the increased temperature of 200 degrees Celsius, 180 Celsius with a fan, 390 Fahrenheit, and I cooked it for a further 15 minutes before taking the meat out and cooking the potatoes and such like for another 15 minutes. So I've now taken it out of the oven, put the meat back on just so that I can show it to you like this. So it's all cooked very nicely and the meat is sort of very soft and you can pull it apart, as you can see. So I'm going to dish some up for my dinner and take the rest round to my niece. So once I've done that, I will come back and I will show it to you again and then I'll have a taste of it. So I've put my dinner on a plate. I'll add my gravy later. I've left it off so that I can show you what everything looks like now. And I'll have a taste of the meat. It's very, very tender, as you can see. That is very, very good indeed. Has such a lovely flavour. And no particular flavour, apart from the wonderful flavour of the lamb, stands out. The garlic and the oregano and the cinnamon work with the meat, but the flavour of the lamb is what comes through, which is what I like. So this is actually a very easy recipe, but it does take time. And you can cut it down and make a smaller version, of course. You don't need this. This is enough to serve 6, but you don't need that much if you don't want to. So that's going to be it for this recipe. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me the thumbs up below and click to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In the top right hand corner of the screen, there'll be an eye that you can click on and that will take you to a link for the recipe. And I'll put a link below the video as well. And I'll be back with another recipe in the very near future. So until then, happy baking.